Hey there, it's Joe with Sonically Disruptive. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. So I haven't been around much lately, have I? Mainly it has been travel and work that's been really taking up the majority of my time. And there's been a little bit of, what should I say, a little lack of motivation as well. I'm lazy. What can I say? Not that this is hard work, but it takes time. So that's all. I have done like my last three reaction videos were all blocked worldwide, just bam, bam, bam. So that kind of sucks. The last two Gojira singles I did a reaction to, and both are fantastic songs, but they were both blocked. Good luck, Gojira, trying to sell records without my help. I think you'll be okay, I suppose. Anyway, it is time to do something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, but it is so difficult. So I have had comments about missing my Catatonia reactions, and I haven't done a Catatonia reaction in a long time and that type of a thing. There's a reason for that. I've listened to all the Catatonia music a lot, again and again and again. Fantastic band. I absolutely love this band. So I thought, since I cannot do a true first time reaction, I'm going to do something that I think may be the first time someone's done this on YouTube. It's a thing where I will rank the albums. I don't think anybody else has ever done that. And, well, I'm going to be the first. So, anyway, Catatonia is the hardest band I can think to do this with. Okay, so I'm in a hotel. This hotel is right next to the interstate, and it is really goddamn loud, and it's pissing me off. The minute I start recording, it is a convoy of loud semis traveling by the whole time. Anyway, Catatonia's catalog is so good. There is truly not a bad record. I know a lot of people say that about a lot of different bands, but truly, Catatonia has not had any missteps. I know there are a few some people consider maybe a little bit of a misstep, but all in all, though, this is a strong list of albums. And this is the most difficult list that I've ever made. Definitely. Almost everything was tough, except for my number one. My number one, I don't think can be changed out. Almost everything else is almost, you can, depending on the day, you could switch things around a little bit. But my number one is their best. Let's just be clear about that. Which you don't know yet, but you'll find out. And I think they're my least favorite. My two least favorites were clear to me as well when I started. That's about it, though. Now, I think I'm coming at this probably a little bit different than most, because I never heard any Catatonia until, 2020? And then I heard all of Catatonia all at once. So I don't have the problems. I don't have anything like, I don't have a point in time. I can't remember listening to this record and this is what I was doing. None of that exists for me. So I think it gives me a different perspective. And you'll see that different perspective right away, because I'm going to start with my least favorite. I didn't even count, so I'm not going to bother with numbers because that's math, and I'm not good at math. But my least favorite is, and this one was hard too, because the bottom two I flip back and forth, and people aren't going to like me after they hear this. I think for today I'm going to go with my least favorite of theirs being, I'm still debating. Okay, Dance of December Soul. And that is a close, like the next one that could interchange any day. I enjoy it. I really enjoy Jonas's growl. It's really damn good, and it took me by surprise. But at the end of the day, it's very slow, very plotting, and just not necessarily my thing exactly, even though I really enjoy this record nonetheless. So next up, Brave Murder Day. Yes, don't even start, okay? It does belong here, I think. Because, okay, it is really good for what it is. There are some great moments on here, but at least for me, I struggle a little bit listening to it all in one sitting. That's it. It's just not the Catatonia that I enjoy most. That's all. Nothing wrong with it. Very good. Next up is going to be Discouraged Ones. I'm kind of going right in order so far. In fact, I have been backwards. It's not this way the whole way, but you'll see. Discouraged Ones had some really cool ideas. I really enjoy the raw emotion, the stripped back sound of it. Some cool stuff, but at the end of the day, the songs are not strong enough, and it lacks punch. So that is where this is at. And we're going to continue on that theme because I'm going to go with... No, we're not going to continue on that theme. Next up is Last Fair Deal Gone Down. Again, not a single thing wrong with this. Some killer songs here. Disposition is great. We Must Bury You, I love. I Transpara, I love. Tonight's Music is great. The Future of Speech is a fantastic song. Passing Bird is on my top list here. I absolutely adore that song. So why am I putting it here? I'm not even sure. Because that's where it's going for now. Next on the list is going to be... So we're not that far out of order, but I'm going to go with Tonight's Decision next. For My Demons is great. In Death a Song, I love. What else do we have here? That Strained is a very underrated song. Black Session is just brutal as hell. I love this record, but obviously I love others more than this. So I got them all pulled up here just so I don't miss anything. So I did that, and that. Now, here, everything could literally be flipped upside down. Like I said, except for number one. Everything is just depending on the day. This day, though, I'm going to go with next up, Viva Emptiness. I'm really going in order. Almost. Viva Emptiness, to me, is like if somebody came to me and said, what record would you have me listen to really get into Catatonia? I'm going to give them Viva Emptiness. I think this is the most direct album they've done right away. It just hits you over the head, and every song is catchy as hell. Every song sticks in your head. Ghost of the Sun, absolute classic. Sleeper Criminals, Burn the Remembrance. I love that song. So many great songs. Walking by a Wire, Wealth. Everything here is fantastic, but something had to be here, and that is Viva Emptiness. Next in line, these are two records that I keep swapping back and forth to because they're so close to me. But right now, next up, I'm going to keep following this line here. I'm going to go with The Great Cold Distance. Yep. Look, there's nothing bad here. Leaders, Deliberation, Soul Song, My Twin, Consternation, Rusted is amazing. Increase, I love that song. July, of course. The Itch is so damn good as well. Journey Through Pressure. I've heard some say that they think this record is overrated. No way. This is a classic, great record, one of the best. And being that it's right kind of in the middle of my list, that doesn't make sense, but that shows how strong their material is. Okay. Here's where it gets even tougher. I'm going to follow along with my theme here, and I'm going to go with Night is the New Day. Every song here is perfect. This and Long Cold Distance for me are neck and neck, and it depends on the day which one I like more. Night is the New Day for me is a little more complex. It's a little more proggy. It's a little bit, it stretches them a little bit further, and that's why I'm landing on this one above it. Forsakers, gorgeous. Idle Blood, I love. Longest Year is absolutely incredible. Again, every song here is perfect. Can I say perfect? I'm going to say perfect. What the hell? Okay. And we are really getting down to it now, aren't we? Next in line is going to be... Okay. Next in line is City Burials. Obviously, you will see from this list that I prefer the new Catatonia other than the older Catatonia. I love the direction they've been going in. Right now, I think is their strongest as far as band members. I think it's their strongest lineup to date. Just phenomenal. City Burials is a beautiful record. Very direct, yet there are some prog leanings, and there's definitely some interesting stuff going on here. But again, as I said before, there's nothing not to love about here. Heart Set to Divide. Behind the Blood. Lacquer is one of the most beautiful songs you'll ever hear. The Winter of Our Passing. Vanishers is absolutely gorgeous and heart-wrenching. City Glaciers is great. Flicker, one of my favorite songs by Catatonia ever. Untrodden. This is a perfect record. But leave it to this band to have several perfect records, because next up is Dead End Kings. Dead End Kings. What can I say about this record? Again, they are really stretching themselves here. There's a really progressive element here while they're still holding on to some heaviness, but I absolutely love this. The Racing Heart Buildings. Leech is incredible. The Parting, of course, is just fantastic. The One You Are Looking For, Undo You, is amazing. Dead Letters, another perfect album. I would say this is I think Catatonia probably has 4 perfect albums, and this is one of them. Great album. That leaves us with one more, and this one for me was fairly easy. I love this album so much. Released in 2016. If I was doing anything in 2016 and knew of this, it would have been the record of the year, without a doubt. The Fall of Hearts. That's it. I don't think anybody can argue with me. This is their best. Case closed. It's so good, so deep, so textured and just layered, and there's so many just creative elements going on in this album that I don't know how you can touch it. I don't know how you can top it. Takeover, Serene, Old Hearts Fall, Decema is incredible. Sanction, Residual. Oh, the way that in the second half just kicks you in the teeth. Last song before the fade. Every song, Night Subscriber, Pale Flag, Passer, every song is a great song once again. And this record is, each song separately is killer, but the record as a whole, you listen to it from front to back the whole way through. That's when you really get this album. That's when it really sinks into you and hits home how genius this album is. Yeah. So there you are. Not quite completely in order from oldest to newest, but pretty damn close. That may surprise a lot of people, but again, I don't have the baggage of time with this band. I heard it all at one time, so I immediately gravitated towards the newer stuff. That hit me the most powerfully. I understand for those who have history with the band, it's hard to do that because those albums you have so much history with carry so much weight, and I completely understand that. But for me, not having that weight, this is my list. Don't knock it, okay? It's not a bad list. In fact, it's the right list, okay? It's the correct list. It's the official list, actually. So there you are. Let me know what you think of my list. Let me know what your list is. And truly one of the best bands out there. Amazing. Everything they put out is good, great, or perfect. So there you are. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.